Hi, I'm Chef Michael Lombardi from SRV Restaurant in Boston. SRV stands for the Serene Republic of Venice. It's a Northern Italian-inspired Venetian restaurant. We wanted to pay homage to the wine bars in the city of Venice that have small bites, small glasses of wine, Aperol spritz, just a fun atmosphere. But we just wanted to take that and turn it into something that translated for the Boston market and something that was slightly Americanized, but still true to the essence of what it meant to be a Northern Italian. Today I'm making Vitello Tonnato with Trusted Veal from Europe with tomatoes, cucumber, mint, and basil. Veal for me is really just being back, like I'm from New Haven, Connecticut area, so just being back like with my grandparents and my family out to dinner and having like veal scallopine with like white wine, butter sauce, and parsley and artichokes all year round, no matter which one of those ingredients was in season or not. But yeah, I mean, that's when I think of veal, it's really like those type of dishes and that kind of cooking. Vitello Tonnato is a classic northern Venetian dish. Usually it is cooked in chilled veal that's sliced thin like deli meat with a tuna sauce on top. Because the veal is so lean and flavorful, I wanted to use more of like a carpaccio approach, which is also another Venetian dish, the beef carpaccio. To cook the veal or prepare the veal, we take about a pound of veal, rub the outside with the lemon powder and the anchovy powder, season it with some salt and pepper, get a good crust, let it sit for a few minutes to up to a half hour to kind of let that dry rub pull into it, and then get a cast iron pan, medium-high heat, and just sear off all the sides of the veal. So the searing of the veal seals in some of the flavors of the anchovy and lemon that we crust the outside with, but leaving the veal raw and then slicing it thin gives it a carpaccio texture. It should get pretty golden brown, maybe a little bit black from the spices burning, but that's okay. It just adds to the flavor. I think that veal is one of those products that tends to always just kind of be on the higher end, and so you're always kind of selling something luxurious. And with that, I think you get a lot of flavor, but also a very tender cut of meat, which I think is why veal is special and unique. We have done veal since we reopened, and it definitely sold well, to my surprise, on the to-go menu. We've also been able to use it a little bit in-house. We have a Arsenale, which is actually a geographic location in Venice where the like sea fleet would be, but we use that term to be like our shared tasting menu, and we've been able to put veal on that menu. So to finalize with the tomato salad, you take some of the charred tomatoes, some sliced cucumber, some raw sliced tomatoes, and some quartered heirloom tomatoes, and just toss them together with some good olive oil, salt, a little bit of lemon juice, or vinegar, anything to give it some nice bright acidity. I only have one real rule in this restaurant as far as cooking goes, and that is if you're using Italian ingredients, you can use other techniques to kind of tell your story, but if you're using other ingredients, we use a lot of Asian ingredients here, that we have to try to utilize them with Italian techniques. The goal there is that the dish at the end of the day still feels Italian, whether it's through the ingredients or through the technique. To assemble the dish, you take the roasted veal and slice it thinly with a meat slicer or with a sharp knife, and then lay it down onto whatever platter or plate that you'd like to use, shingling the veal over itself. And then you spoon on top the tomato salad of the roasted tomatoes and cucumbers and all that deliciousness, making sure you spread it out so each bite has a little bit of the salad and some of the veal. Then you take the tonnato sauce and spoon that again kind of in pools all over the place so that the bites are even throughout. Reseason the dish with a little bit of the lemon powder, the anchovy powder, some Maldon salt, a little bit of olive oil, and then just place the basil and mint across the top of the whole thing to bring in the herbaceousness to finish the dish off. And here we have Vitello Tonnato made with Trusted Veal from Europe.